What happens when you combine some of the most beloved MCU characters into slightly altered storylines and defining moments that lead them on a different path? An anthology series that everyone loves, and with the second season of the series so close, I decided to take a first look into things and tell you everything I know so far about the series, and what the latest news say about the series regarding the Watcher's interference moving forward, as well as the fate of one universe that is in Doctor Strange's hand. Going way back even before the first season of the What If series was released, the second season was already confirmed to be coming, with no particular release date with it. However, since it was too early for that, the good news was that a second season was coming. And that's how the hype train about one of the most famous series from Marvel Studios started. The first season of the series was also the first animated series from Marvel that made its debut on the Disney Plus streaming platform, as an extension of the deal between Marvel Studios and Disney. The series right off the bat was something else, with the story largely starting off from the concept of the Loki series and all the multiverse shenanigans with it. The first season came with a total of 9 episodes, with each of the episodes pondering its title or question from a new angle. It introduced to the fans alternate timelines or universes in the multiverse, with some quite significant moments altered to some extent and played out differently when compared to MCU's main timeline. Outside of Peggy Carter getting the Super Soldier Serum and becoming Captain Carter, T'Challa stepping in the shoes of Star-Lord, and the Avengers Initiative recruits killed, through the Watcher, the oldest species in the universe, Marvel Studios managed to assemble the Guardians of the Multiverse, a team assembled to face the threat before them, and instead of Loki conquering Earth like what happened in the first Avengers movie, in the series, it's Ultron that has to be stopped in this multiverse conquest. Ever since the first season finished, fans have been eager to know more and exactly what the future holds. Well, I'm here to tell you that all of you Marvel fans out there don't have to worry, as the series was well received by critics. Outside of the latest confirmation about the series that came at the San Diego 2022 Comic-Con, nothing else has been said about the release date since that event, where it has been said that the second season of the What If series will drop early 2023. However, seeing how it's not early 2023, there are two options regarding the series' release. It will either release in a few months, maybe early summer or by the end of the year. Take this information with a grain of salt, as it's just that, speculation at best.
You all fall.
But what about the characters and all the actors that will be part of the second season to voice over the heroes in the animated series? Well, because of the fact that the second season was prepared at the same time as the first season, many of the actors who provided their voices for the series will remain the same. Jeffrey Wright will surely be back as the Watcher, Haley Atwell will voice her live-action role, Peggy Carter, then there's Josh Keaton, who we will hear as Steve Rogers, and Lake Bell is the one who hit that like button just like you should do if you haven't done so already. But no, in reality, Belle is the one who'll hear when Natasha Romanoff is on the screen. It has also been confirmed that Cynthia McWilliams will be part of the second season to voice Gamora, who was supposed to be featured in the 10th unreleased episode of the first season due to COVID-19 obstacles, and will instead be the first episodes of the second season of the series. And last but not the least, when the cast side of things is taken into consideration, one of the most surprising additions that happened for the second season is Hela, one of the best MCU villains that made her debut in the MCU in the Thor Ragnarok sequel, who has been confirmed to taking part in the upcoming events of the second season of the What If series, and of course, Cate Blanchett to voice her. A side note, I've prepared something just for you about Hela and her addition to the series, where she could fit in all the chaos and what her role could potentially be moving forward, but more on that further down the line. One of the biggest reveals, which might be the most important ones while I'm at that too, is the fact that the second season will stick with anthology stories, and that this time around the animated series will tell stories from MCU's Phase 4 events, meaning that even the movies that released in 2022 can be included. Quickly after this information was released, it has also been noted that the series will not, under any circumstances, set up Avengers 5, and that it will focus solely on the multitude of possibilities available for the already existing Marvel Studios projects. The first episode of the second season was revealed at the San Diego 2022 Comic-Con, which shows that Captain Carter will somehow reunite with her universe's version of Steve Rogers, though the latter has now become the Winter Soldier Parallel. A few other Season 2 storylines were also revealed, including one in which Odin fights the Mandarin, Tony Stark replaces Thor, and teams up with Valkyrie and Hulk on Sakaar, as well as a tale set in 1602. The final episode of the first season saw the Watcher break his oath to never interfere with the events of each and every universe out there. And while he accomplished his goal of protecting the multiverse, his number one priority, his actions, could set up possible consequences and cause repercussions that would ultimately affect the multiverse in major ways.
The door was more of a metaphor anyway.
Plus, his more active and involved role in the finale of the first season suggests that he could possibly be the one that smashed that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. But no, in all seriousness, he could be the one to have a more active role in the upcoming season when compared to the first one. The other big thing to note from the first season is the fact that Doctor Strange was tasked to hold the fate of the multiverse in his hands, watching over Killmonger and Ultron frozen in eternal battle as their escape would spell disaster, something I personally think the second season will pick up on over the course of its runtime. Now regarding the aforementioned Hela's addition to the fray, nevertheless, a different variant of the character could be one of the key elements in the second season, seeing how late her character was confirmed. On a more related note, Hela could very well become part of a sequel of sorts to the somewhat divisive Season 1 episode, What If Thor Was an Only Child? The episode is comedic and shows Thor as a party-loving juvenile type of character, and given Hela is the older sister, the episode in which Hela will be featured could see a similar adventure from her perspective. On the other hand, Bryan Andrews' hint of a different variant being showcased might hint toward the series showcasing Hela in a different timeline in which she's a hero rather than an antagonist. A potential source material for the making of the second season, according to many, was the Doctor Strange live-action sequel and the introduction of the Incursions, a process in which two universes collide due to various reasons, and each of them ceases to exist, something that could become the center of the second season's finale, some sort of cliffhanger that would suggest a third season of the series is coming, something I personally think will be confirmed very early, because simply there's no reason for the series to stop, as the narrative of the story and the form of the series allows for countless stories to be told, and all of them to combine into one, thus expect more seasons to come from the series in the future. And according to my opinion, this second season will surely not be the last. See you in the next video.